Salute, men. Today we're gonna discuss masculine women, toxic femininity, alpha females. What ever happened to being ladylike? Oh yeah, I'm going in on the women today. You're not off the hook either, men.
Bad boy D. Masculinity.
What's that old adage that women are sugar and spice and everything nice, and men are nails, snails, and dog tails? I really liked that proverb, for lack of a better term. It really expressed that yes, women should give the presentation to be sugar, spice, and everything nice, sweet and feminine. And yes, men, we're gritty, we're dirty, because our jobs and lifestyle sometimes require that, so nails, snails, and dog tails represents that perfectly. The problem is that the way the Most High designed the world is there will always be balance and equilibrium brought to everything. So the fact that men have become so dang feminine is why women have become so dang masculine. There are cases out there though, where a woman has to be very masculine at her job or something like that. Say she's a manager, but her man, if he's more masculine than her, she will get in her place and know her role in their relationship and at home. She'll be the giggly, pretty, sweet, feminine woman. Most of the time, there's always the ups and downs. However, she knows her place because she senses that masculine alpha energy. And shout out, I believe it was him. I'll give a shout out because I don't like regurgitating specific material that other people have dropped. But shout out to EO, Everett Overton. Champion game begins and ends with the man, EO. I'll put his channel tag you can click on after this video at the top of the description. But he said women are going to create drama no matter what. They're going to create drama. So you, as the man, you create the drama that you're in charge of. If you don't do it, she will. So you create it and you be the king of it. A perfect example of the wrong dynamic where the female is masculine and the male is feminine. I think of Bill Gates and whatever that creature he calls a wife is. Bill Gates is obviously a little nerd. I think we're living in a world right now, it's like a twisted Twilight Zone episode of Revenge of the Nerds where they're getting the revenge on the world right now with, well, I'm not going to get into conspiracies. But yeah, hopefully I can find a clip of her. She reminds me of like Marv from Cheers, like a real
I know my husband is not vaccinating people and putting a microchip in her arm because that technology doesn't even exist and he's never uttered the words out of his mouth, so.
As a man of faith, I do like to blame the devil for everything that's wrong with the world right now. However, as men, we have to take responsibility for it too. We have more information. We have more distractions too, but we have more information than we've ever had in the world. It's unbelievable. And for us not to research how to be more alpha if we aren't, how to be more masculine if we aren't, how to lower our estrogen, what foods to consume and what foods to avoid. I'm looking at you, soy. We have no excuse to not be working on and becoming the best versions of ourselves. And I'm looking at you, black pill community. And on to these masculine women. Nothing annoys me more than masculine women. And there's little things that I notice that maybe some people don't. But don't you notice that, like, women don't giggle as much anymore? I just love a good feminine giggle. It's the yin to my yang. It's a beautiful thing. Because men, we do love femininity. We love that. Why do you think the gladiators would sit around the fire or the table and be serenaded with a beautiful woman with a beautiful voice and a harp? Because it soothes our souls. A nice feminine laugh. Most girls seem to cackle now, like they cackle like a bunch of dudes. And it's the yin yang thing I talked about earlier. Men are so, man, I could never imagine moving to California. California would be the end of me. I would be a homeless man in California. And the soy is powerful in California. Let's put it that way. But yeah, women are masculine because men are so feminine. And like I said earlier, if you're in your masculine essence and you exude that masculinity, women will become more feminine. Like, for example, I do tend to make women giggle, as opposed to other interactions I see them in. They'll cackle, like I mentioned earlier. So if you're in your good frame, you're in your right masculine energy, they will conform, and the yin and the yang will be back into a better balance and harmony. Because the way I've seen and the way I've heard women talk to some men, it's unbelievable. Thank God, honestly, that it doesn't happen to me, because it would be bad. It would be a bad situation. But for some reason, when you're in your masculine, because it doesn't happen to me, when you're in that frame, they will conform and be more in their feminine. But from just what I observe is unbelievable that men take it. And that's why, because they take it like the little bitches they are. Because I'm not hopeful for it, but one day I would love to live in a world where not all women are full of these thought tattoos, and more women wore dresses and spoke properly and acted more eloquently and feminine. Wouldn't that be lovely, men? I'm trying to do my part, and do your part too, by destroying the manginery in society and get these women to be the beautiful helpers that the good Lord designed them to be for us. Appreciate you watching. Check out my latest video right there. I'll drop another one right there. I'll drop another one down yonder, and subscribe to BBD right there. I'm out of here. Peace. Did I just wink?